I'm telling you. My dogs are barking today. Oh. That feels better.
Oh, that is so gross. All right, we've all encountered them, the plane passengers who are just a pain and they're smelly and it's disgusting. But if you're not sure if you're one of them, etiquette expert Adrian Hooker of the Great Lakes School of Etiquette back today to help us out. Thank you so much. You're going to take us on a little planes, trains, and automobiles or buses.
Yes.
And we have some unruly people who are going to play the parts of people. Wait.
Oh, I have to drive.
You're driving? Wait, Cassandra and Rob are the kids sitting in the back? Well, Mommy is touching me.
We're in a plane.
We're in a plane, Jelly.
You're in a plane. Don't. Okay, we can't trust their acting skills, but Adrian, take us through this. Let's talk about on a plane. I think one of the biggest things is the armrest. Like, how much of you goes into their space? Like, what is the space like?
Okay, so the armrest is a big deal.
Stop it, you guys. We're giving information.
What a lot of passengers don't know is that the middle person who sits in that middle seat is the person who has the rights to both the armrests.
What?
Yes! Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not in the middle. Look at the window seat.
They have about 17 inches of space, and so they've got to keep their knees together.
Okay.
They can't, don't have much room to lean to the left or the right. There's no window. There's no aisle armrest. They're very restricted.
So their benefit is that they have both armrests that are there.
Okay, well,
Yes.
hello, there needs to be a sign posted, because trust me, nobody knows that.
Yeah, nobody knows
I'm
that.
sure that that's
Yeah.
probably
I'll
on
let
the
them know going
airlines.
forward.
They do have a whole guideline of what your rights are. Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about the John Candy scene there where he's taking out his socks and swirling them around. What is acceptable? Like, on a long flight, I might want to take off my shoes.
Well, you know what? No, I travel in high heels all the time, and sometimes, I'm sorry, they just got to come off. So I can, I mean, really, and since there's no one's in this seat, I'll just like
Oh, that's
stretch
not
out.
Ooh,
cute.
Cassandra.
You gotta
She took the
Cassandra.
all out of the A.
That's a child please right back to you. All right, so I'm getting from what you're saying, you should not do
All
this.
right.
You should not do that. Absolutely not. Well, what you can do is if you have a longer flight, if it's 3 hours or more, you're welcome to take your shoes off. However, your feet should be covered. So you should have on a nice sock or a house
Clean
shoe, a nice
sock.
footy,
Not the
or
sock
something
that's
like
been
that.
in the shoe for 3 hours.
Not that sock.
Not a sweaty sock.
And you need to be confident that you know that your feet are odor free too, because you don't want to offend the people that are around you.
Right. Okay, all right. Get yourself some odor eaters and you'll be just fine. Let's talk about headphones because everyone now has the headphones on and sometimes they are so loud.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I just want to slap them.
Yeah.
Can you keep it down, please?
So what is acceptable?
Can you keep it down?
Well, we really need to think this through in pre-production. What is acceptable?
You should be the only person that can hear what's going on in your headphones.
Okay.
I should what?
You should be the only person
Oh, sorry.
Yes. If I know
that
what
can
song
hear
you're
what's going on in
singing,
your headphones.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Well, and I think that parents, if I hear my son's headsets, I always say, honey, you have to turn it down because I don't want him to have hearing loss. But
Yeah.
if it's somebody that I don't know, what do you do? Do I touch them? Do I...
Much likely a nightmare for the parents as well. So what it suggested is that before that you plan a little bit ahead. Make sure that you have video games or coloring books, things to keep your child busy, snacks,
Cough
things of that
medicine.
nature are good.
No.
Don't say that. I had a flight attendant tell me to give him Benadryl, and he was a year and a half and never had medication. You should never do that until you talk to your doctor. It's scary.
And then, too, just side note, don't give them anything to play with or to eat until the plane takes off.
Good plan, yeah.
Good idea.
Good spacing.
All right, smells, obviously in this contained area, smelly foods are you? No, you are not.
Hard-boiled egg. Oh, nasty.
Oh.
At least it could have been hard. You know,
This is a definite no-no. This can be just as offensive as the smelly feet or bad breath.
protein in this.
So you want to make sure
Can
that if you have
federal
some,
marshals take her down and escort her off the plane?
not exactly, but another
Right
passenger
here.
might.
Right
So-
here.
So
This is a no-no.
unacceptable. I know people like to bring their own food, though, because they don't really give you any more than peanuts and a soda.
Yeah. You just have to be careful about what it is you're bringing because some of these odors can be offensive. For instance, I traveled, I remember when I was in college and I was on the Greyhound coming home and a lady had fish and chicken wrapped up in foil that had likely sat for a couple of days. And so that was tough
That's
to punish.
a little
I mean, it's
nasty.
tough to stomach and I had to sit next to her for 4 hours.
Is that
before
when you said,
seen.
I will create an etiquette school and I will teach these people not to do this?
Yeah, that and I never took the Greyhound again, so.
All right, well, your tips are all great. Let's give a round of applause to the real Milwaukee players. Thank you.